Right, guys. So I just want to go over two things that you might see in the dictionary. Um, I don't know if there's an explanation anyway for it, but I'm not actually completely sure. But I see these two questions every so often, or even people just don't even notice it. Especially because there's a lot of contention with the first one about it, whether it still exists within, especially the Seoul dialect, but it definitely exists outside that, even though, and also some of the dialects change. So what am I talking about? So the first thing is vowel length. I'll just give you. I've got two examples here that I'll give you. So the first one we have is nun. So we have things like nunbit and nunsop and nunap. But what you'll notice is the difference between nunsaram and nunsaum is that the vowel is longer, and we can see this by these two marks. The vowel of noon is slightly longer in this, so I'll play the audio for you so you can hear it. I believe these two are the same actor, so well, same voiceover. So
눈싸움,
hopefully that's okay. And this one.
눈썹,
So hopefully you can hear the difference in the two, like nun and nun. So it's not very evident when people are talking like very fast, but you can hear it when people say like nuni watta. Yeah, you can hear that, um, especially when you compare it to like nunul kamta. So it's like it's slightly shorter, and when people are speaking quicker, you might not hear it as well. And I believe that they actually asked like loads of Koreans or something. I'm not like 100% sure, but they asked a bunch of Koreans before about it, and they said that they couldn't hear the difference, but like most of them can definitely pronounce the difference, so they must be able to hear it on some level, but they don't realize it. It's like when people talk about pitch accent in Japanese, and the Japanese can't tell it themselves, but they can hear the difference between not like it not existing and it existing. So the other example is kyongi, kyongi and kyongi. So um, the I chose this one because it has three different pronunciations, even though they're all the same word, and actually two of them are actually the same Hanja for the second Hanja here. But what caught my interest was why is this one a tensed vowel on the end, even though they're all the same, like it's the same pronunciation technically. I believe, and I think that somebody has told me this before, that it's a carryover from Middle Korean because there was tones in Korean, but obviously they like faded out. So obviously all these are like loan words, but the thing is, it's not always loan words that have this like elongated vowel. So the first one is like kyongi,
경기,
the second one is kyongi,
경기,
and the third one is kyongi, which you'll hear.
경기,
So I'm not entirely sure for the reason, so I can't give you a reason, but just be aware. Like personally, I don't even look at these, but when you've heard the word enough, you can usually tell the difference from the context anyway. Even if you don't hear the elongated vowel, so you don't hear the kyongi, you can still hear like kyongi. Like it doesn't really matter because if they're talking about economics and business and stuff like that, and it's usually in the news, or if they're talking about a game, like not a game, like a match, like a football match or something, like people or it doesn't really matter because you've got the context anyway. So this one is not major, but it's still worth noting. And then this one, I think people don't actually know what it means because I don't think you can even search it. It probably doesn't even show up on Google if you search it. So in Mengse, this the hanja is the triangle comes after the hanja that is not the original. It's not the original pronunciation of the hanja. So here we have Mengse so. So as you can see here, you've got soyak and sonso. These words, this hanja is so, but then the vowel has changed. So I have another example, which is like a double. So you've got kwolyon here, which has both of the hanja have actually um, changed from the original pronunciation. I'll use the hanja deck that I have here to show you. So the original is kwon, which is Czech kwon as well. It's not there's another Czech. Oh no, it's Czech. So Czech. This one is Czech one. So this is like check, a piece of paper, enough. Technically, if you want to turn it into this, and then this one here, yon, is actually yon, meaning smoke. So this is smoke yon. So you have kumyon, which you probably heard, which is like prohibited smoking. So that's what this little triangle does. It just indicates that there is a separate. The pronunciation is not the standard pronunciation. Although when you have things, I'm not sure how I'll be able to find it. So if I have boo, this one should show up as two hanja on the thing. So this, it doesn't come up as boo. It comes up as bul. But when you search the dictionary, so if you search just boo anything with that hanja, it doesn't actually come up because it's like an accepted. So this should technically have it because it's a different to the standard, but it's almost like it's an accepted standard. I don't really know the actual reason for it, but anyway, I just thought I'd point these two out so you don't have to ask the question and you're just more aware of them. So that's about it. Thanks.